Alright, what's up everybody? How y'all doing tonight? We're gonna get things started nice and quick. I know I said I was gonna be grinding for Claire. I'm not grinding for Claire. But we still need to hop into the arena immediately. So, without further ado, let's get a tweet out. I'm actually on time today too, man. I was right on time. Just barely before the 9:01 rolled over, but hey, I made it. Dear Stretch Marvel Champions. What did we say today, man? I don't even know what to say. Oscar, first one in here, followed by Kranos. What up, Kranos? We got Aiden, MTN. I'm just gonna stop there because that's a tongue twister of letters. Jeremiah, what's up, everybody? All right, let's get a tweet out though, man. I don't even know what I want to say. What do I say, guys? Dearest at Marvel Champions. I'm stumped. I was thinking about what I did, what I uploaded today. It's about to be like, got any more of those 6-star awakening gems? Maybe I'll just go with that, because we'll just keep it nice and simple, whatever. Let's go with the. Can we just type in this? Got any more? Any more? Will it pop up? The Dave Chappelle one? Yeah, there it is. What the heck is this? They face morph it with somebody? That looks weird. Anyway. I don't know. Okay. Whatever. Tweet. I need 6 stones before I could really make use of generics. Anyway, actually, well, that's half true. I would like another awakening gem to give to Silver Surfer whenever I pull that guy, which probably ain't happening until like 2023 or something like that, you know, when he's no longer the king of prestige. But anyway, Silent Champion Knight Riders, yeah, over $1. I don't see any message. Oh, dude, this is probably a slap right here, man. That's why there's no message. Oh wait, I do see a message afterwards, but before we get to the message, slap. Thank you, dude. What's up, Ms. Jane? What's up, Nick? You gonna grind for Hercules? No. I am absolutely not. That dude is going to shatter records. All right, Silent Champion Knight Rider. Let's see. Yo, BG got Cav over the weekend. Congrats. Excuse me. Used the team I'd mentioned a few days ago and about 500 units in revives, plus my stash of pots and revives. Okay. That's not bad, dude. That is not too bad at all. Well worth it, I would say. Cav is a huge milestone in this game. Not only for, you know, what you get in terms of updated rewards and all that, but also just like that's, as far as I'm concerned, you've broken into the end game when you get Cav, because end game content, everyone has a little bit of a different definition, but what I consider end game content is content that you. Like, Kabam starts requiring more specific use of champions from the players, meaning, like, the back issues. And I really don't recommend people hitting the back issues until they've gotten Cavalier. So now that you're there, you know, you've got the updated title and everything that comes with the title, but I'd also say you're ready. I don't know if you're prepared, but you're ready for the back issues. Start ranking up some champions. you know, for whatever back issue you want to tackle. And yeah, man, congrats. All right, anyway, let's just go hit the arena. My energy is getting close to capping, but it's fine. It's all right. All right, so yeah, I am not grinding for Claire. I'm sure some people are wondering why, because I did want to grind for Claire. I was set up to grind for Claire. I turned suicides on, you know, prepping for the Claire grind. I turned them on yesterday when I was doing the side quest, which, by the way, actually, I should flip over to the side quest real quick. I finished 100% of every single one of the side quests. Not that people really need to see this, but just in case people are curious. I ended up, so I could, turns out I was able to auto fight both heroic and master, and because I had finished most of epic and legendary anyway, I just auto fought the lower two difficulties while doing some editing, so I was able to knock all that stuff out. Dude, Kranos sent an over 10. Kranos, thank you, dude. Saying, Brian, you threw a lot of percentages at me. I heard a lot of 30%, 70%. You threw a curveball with a 40% reduction from the original 70%. Will take me down to 49% healing. Yeah, that was not the best explanation. Congrats on the new rank up, though. Thank you, Kranos. That was not the best explanation. Is there an easy way for me to put a calculator on screen? Some online calculator. Oh, actually, I think if you just type in calculate, yeah, okay. Google just pops up. All right, it's gonna be bright on screen for a second here. Oof, sorry about the brightness there, guys. But if you're curious, what I'm probably gonna mess up the explanation here too. I'm not always the best at explaining when it comes to math stuff. But essentially, you know, you're starting out at 100%, right? Just imagine there's a little percentage at the end of this. You're at 100%, right? So you reduce it by 30%. Which means we could just multiply by 0.7, essentially. And so now you're at 70% healing. And then it's the same thing. If you get another poison stack on yourself, you're again multiplying this new number by 0.7, since we're reducing it by 30%. So you can just multiply this new number by 0.7. So now you're at 49% healing. And you just keep every poison stack. You just keep doing this same process. Now we're at 34.3 and so on. Actually, oh no, never mind. I thought I maybe would be able to just hit that. Never mind. But anyway, it goes down like that. You don't just subtract 30%. I hope that made some sense. I don't know if it did. Hopefully I was a little bit better than in the video. Dude, in the video, like as I was saying it, I'm like, this isn't gonna make sense. But this video is already so long, most people probably stopped watching 20 minutes ago. So I was like, ah, screw it, man. This wasn't supposed to be a math lesson video. I was just trying to rank up a, you know, I-bomb real quick. But yeah. Kranos, thank you very much for the 10 again, though, dude. Very generous of you. Thank you, man. Okay, it's weird the way the poison works too, because that's it's different. Like the mechanics, they're all so different in this game. I mean, like there's subtle differences, and in math, a subtle difference leads to a completely different answer sometimes, right? So these little subtle differences in mechanics make the game a little bit confusing sometimes. Anyway, so I wanted to get back to why I didn't end up going for Claire. Yeah, man, life just kind of gets in the way sometimes, and I kind of just want to leave it at that. Ooh, these 5 stars are still on cooldown, really? Okay. Well, that's fine. We didn't need them anyway. Let's just go with Yeah, we'll just go with like rank 4s. Yeah, some things popped up that prevented me, that will prevent me from putting in like an actual 3-day grind for the champ. It would end up being like a 2.5-day grind, and I need 100% of all 3 days if I want to get the champ without throwing a mess of units at Claire. I mean, Claire is like worth a decent amount of units like in refreshes, but I wasn't going to rank Claire up because I already have rank 3 mystics. I have 3 rank 3 mystics, and my mystic catalysts are being saved to take the champs to rank 4. There's zero chance that I was going to be using Claire anytime soon. And to chuck like 2,000 units into the grind, my estimation of 2,000 units, if I didn't have mystics already, I would have just said, yeah, worth it still. But because of the situation that I'm in, now it's like I'd rather just have the units at the moment. So ended up saying, screw the grind, and this will allow me to hopefully try to finish up this one damn video that I've been spending way too much time on anyway, so yeah. What's up, MSD? Brian, I'm currently sitting at Abyss Luke Cage, just reflecting. Oh my goodness, MSD. Is this really what I do every time I'm bored? Like, really? MSD, dude. I like to think of this game as a little bit of like an open world experience, even though it's not an open world type of game. But I'd like to think anytime someone was looking for MSD, almost like, all right, let's say you were into skating or something like that, and there was like a skate spot that you were always there, right? But you're not into skating. I mean, at least as far as I know, you're not. You're into MCOC, and where we could find MSD in the MCOC world, if anyone needs to go find him, I just imagine like riding my bike over to the Abyss, and MSD is just at Luke Cage, just like with his eyes closed, just beating the crap out of him. Anyway, Abe G, Sandin over Buck. Abe, thank you very much, dude. I don't see a message from you other than the original message at the start of the stream, just saying, hey. So if I didn't miss a different message from you, what up, dude? Thank you very much for the buck. I appreciate the support. Welcome. King sending over a couple of pounds as well, saying, Twitter, please. Also waiting on next Karina Mister. Next Karina Mister. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a Karina's challenge tomorrow, I think. More than likely, I'll be in a Karina's challenge tomorrow. I'm not even sure which one I want to do. I'm a little bit torn. I kind of want to do the Kamala one, but I didn't do the challenge to get an additional 26 on my Kamala, so do I really want to do that one? Or should I do the other one first? And then I also kind of want to do the Cosmic one in 5.2, actually 6.2.5. I also kind of want to do the Cyclops challenge. Really, the only one that I don't want to do, at the moment at least, is the Labyrinth challenges. Hold on. I'm looking at Twitter. Okay, yeah, Abe, now I see you in the chat saying it was a tweet. Yeah, if it's a tweet, you gotta let me know. Luckily I saw this while looking for King's tweet. ABG took CGR to rank 3, and the other champs you see there are my rank 4s. So, who should be my first rank 5? By the way, I'm uncollected. Your first rank 5, before I even look at your champions, should just be the champion that you're playing the most at rank 4 right now. That should be your first rank 5. Whatever champ you're most comfortable with, your go-to champion, that should be your first rank 5. I can tell you who I think I would have the best time with, but you know, this is your game, my friend. But let me see here. I mean, so I would go with Warlock personally. I don't know how you feel about Warlock, but I would go with Warlock. I think he's really good for pushing for Cavalier. He shuts down the Crossbones boss. He shuts down That Saberman boss in the first quest actually is pretty good for it, of course. He is biohazard immune. I was about to just say bleed immune to handle biohazard, but you know what? He's just straight up biohazard immune. And there's an annoying biohazard sentinel that you're gonna have to fight. The dude's, he's just an amazing all-around champion. Holy Warlock, don't listen to your heart. Go with Warlock. Yeah, basically, whatever your heart's telling you, if it's telling you anything other than Warlock, you might want to just go with Warlock. Alright, King, let me see where yours was at. Let's see. Please trade with me. Oh, I wish. Yeah, level 58, so this guy's probably not super useful to you. But this guy would be extremely useful to me. Damn it, dude. Damn this game. Why does it do this to us? Kranos sending over another 10. Kranos, thank you, dude. Saying, I got it. I saw you smiling while you were trying to explain your video. Yeah, man. Appreciate the explanation. I need an Abomination Immortal. Yes, you do, dude. Yes, you do. He's such a cool champion, man. I almost don't want to talk about him because it feels like it's such a biased thing since, like, well, yeah, of course I would think he's cool. These are the abilities that I picked that I thought were cool, so yeah. But yeah, he really is pretty incredible champion. Anyway, dude, thank you for another 10. All right, let me see. JT also sent over $1. JT, thank you, dude, for the tweet saying, these are my top awakened 5 stars. Who needs it? iBomb is my personal fave. Well, you may or may not have seen my video today talking about iBomb's awaken ability and how I was saying you don't really need him to be awakened. That said, looking at the judging from like the PI of your champions and stuff like that, you don't run suicides. So he would benefit either way, whether you run suicides or not, but I think he benefits even more when you're not running suicides because you don't have that immediate source of poison. Gotta be honest though, man, I feel like Hyperion needs it most. However, if iBomb is your personal fave, there's nothing wrong with going with your personal fave. If this is your go-to champion or something like that, because Apocalypse and Quake, they certainly don't need to be awakened. Medusa is a good candidate to awaken as well, since she gains the Furies from her awakening, which pretty much double her damage. But because she's not ranked up, like, I probably would just recommend Hyperion over Medusa. So yeah, I would say either Hyperion, he probably benefits the most, or if you just want to go with your guy, man, go with iBomb. There's nothing wrong with that. So, hope that helps, dude. Thank you very much for the buck. Ooh, we're being raided by the Hobbit guy, by the Hobbit hole. What up, Hobbit Raiders? What's up, Hobbit? Thanks for the raid, dude. Took a month break from MCOC. Are the newest monthly champs good? What's up, Cody? This month, the general consensus is that Purgatory, pretty meh, and Overseer, I've heard some like mixed feelings on. He seems to be decent at least, but nothing like mind-blowing. This next month, the champions that we're about to get, there's a decent chance that Hercules is going to be pretty strong, the way he's being hyped up and all that. So yeah, next month's champions, be on the lookout for that. Probably have some big impact in the game. Hey, Surfer Man has triple pseudo immunity, Fury, Armor Break. He's far from useless. That's true. He's not useless, but I think he's also quite difficult to reach his maximum potential. And for someone who, and this is no insult by any means, but just for someone who, you know, like isn't max level in the game yet, probably hasn't mastered everything that comes along with Surfer. and or like it'd be really difficult to master everything that comes along with Surfer, and will honestly probably trip someone up more than it will help them, in my opinion. I think it's more important to watch out for other mechanics in the game rather than trying to master Silver Surfers. Now that said, if you just need like you know, if you just need those pseudo immunities, you don't really need to do anything too special with Silver Surfer. It's kind of plug and play. But like getting any kind of damage out with them and stuff like that. UG, which one you prefer to open? Arena, wait, Crystal's Arena, regular, uncollected, or Thronebreaker? So I like to open whatever the highest one is, which is currently Thronebreaker. I have not really opened Thronebreaker crystals yet, though. Mostly just because I'm waiting for the gold boost to come along. And at the end of the night, I pop open uncollected arena crystals just because I like to pop open one every night. And if I popped open a Thronebreaker crystal every night, I would run out of battle chips. But yeah, I like to go with the highest. The Flash, MCOC, with the 4 months in a row. Flash, thank you very much for the continued support. Shout out to all the channel members. Thank you, guys. Did you have 5-star Medusa? Is she good? Yes. Medusa's a great champion, absolutely. I used her for a long time. I still use her from time to time. I don't use her as much these days since... well, she's limited to a 5-star, which, of course, if that's what you're playing, then perfect. But when you start ranking up 6 stars and stuff like that, of course, the usefulness of 5 stars goes down a little bit, or just the amount of fights they use in them, at least. And then, yeah, other robot slayers like Magneto. All that. Just looked at your channel. When the heck did you make a channel on Twitch, and why haven't you posted anything there? I don't know when I made the Twitch account. Probably right around the same time I made the YouTube channel, and just never did anything on Twitch for the longest. And then March of 2017, I think that's when the 12.0 update hit. Coincidentally, this was not planned at all, not intentional at all, but coincidentally, when that update came out, I had already been planning for a long time on moving over to Twitch. And I moved over to Twitch for 40 days. And, yeah, it's just not where the community is. The MCOC community is on YouTube. And as much as... like, more people stream on Twitch these days for MCOC. There was hardly anybody at the time. And I was kind of hoping that if I went over, maybe some other people would join me over there. But, no, the community is just on YouTube. And these days, I actually really like YouTube anyway. At the time, their streaming features were pretty garbage compared to Twitch. YouTube is still far behind Twitch in terms of features, but Twitch has almost gone backwards in some ways, where they used to be a little bit looser with copyright stuff, and that is no longer the case. And that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to be on Twitch in the first place. So yeah. Anyway, King sent it over 2 more pounds, saying Twitter again, and I'll learn Surfer eventually, to be honest. Okay. Well, cool, man. Let's see. These were the pulls from all my crystals, by the way. I have no clue who's good or bad, and the rest were Awakenings of Hela, Taskmaster, and Elektra. Okay. Alright, let's take a look here. So all of these champs were new, you're saying, right? The rest were Awakenings of Hela, Taskmaster, and Elektra. Okay. Unfortunately, these 3 champions, I don't think they're very good. Hela actually has some crazy potential. She deserves a special mention with the Odin synergy. You can check out some videos on that. Again, it's going to be maybe a little bit difficult to capitalize on her. But yeah, if you are looking for a unique champion to learn, Hela with the Odin synergy is pretty nuts. You know, assuming you have an Odin or get an Odin. As far as the new champions go, though, Mr. Fantastic's good. Heimdall's good. I mean, for his synergies, not as an actual playable champion. Magic is great. And Iceman doesn't get talked about too much these days. I do think that there are stronger mutants. But if you did just need someone that's, you know, reliable with some good immunities, he has you covered. Also, Stark Spidey's great. I would say like the best champs you pulled to actually rank up potentially would be Mr. Fantastic, Magic, and the Stark Spidey here, and then just Heimdall for synergies. That said, you might already have other champs that you're investing in. I don't know, but yeah. Easy, and an overbuck saying, "What up, Brain? Someone on one of your streams mentioned storing dual class 4-star crystals as ISO sources, and I've been doing that lately. I hate having to dig through the couch cushions looking for a way to get my champs their max level." Yeah, it's a great idea, and I personally haven't done it yet. I'm going to do that. I personally haven't done it yet because I never seem to really have a good amount of 4-star shards these days anyway. So it's like, okay, what am I going to do? Save one crystal of each class type? And then that one crystal I have, like, it's not going to be the class that I need anyway. It's, yeah. I got to get my account in order. And then, yeah, I absolutely want to do that too. I think it makes a lot of sense. I don't end up selling that much class ISO anyway, so it kind of works out to just pop open the random class types. But it probably would be a little bit better to be a little bit more choosy with the class types, especially if I know I'm going to be ranking up some champions soon. Like, maybe I don't need to store every single class type, but I know I'm going to be ranking up mutants soon. Multiple to rank 3, so I should really start banking some of those crystals just to be ready for it. Anyway, Rip, what up, Rip? Sending over 2 saying, check last, am I a madman? Well, Rip, I already know you're a madman, but let's see here. Let's see, what do we got? Excuse me, I read that in my head before reading it out loud. And Rip, the answer is yes, you are a madman. You said, I just took my 6-star Heimdall to rank 2. Why? Oh man, Rip! A rank 2 Heimdall. You know, okay, here's the thing. I don't think that that's actually that crazy of a rank up. You definitely are a madman, but I don't think it's that crazy of a rank up because like if you actually, like, I mean, I'm always a fan of ranking up synergy champions for one. You know, you guys have seen me do it many times over the years, ranking up absolute trash cans of champions like OG Storm, and like Red Cyclops, and this is before they had any kind of synergies or horseman type effects or anything like that. Magneto long before his buff, when he was a piece of garbage as well. So yeah, I mean, it's always good to rank up some synergy champions, get you out of a jam, can save you a you know, a revive here or there when your main champions die. And then Heimdall actually has an added benefit of being like a decent defender. I don't think he's an amazing defender, but I think he's at least decent. So there's there's that as well, but I still wouldn't have done it. But Rip. Congrats on your rank 2 Heimdall. There's not many of those in existence. You have a unique rank up right there. Bavarius in an overbuck as well, saying Twitter please, my good man. All right, Bavaria, let me see. Where is your tweet? I forget. Do you have a different name on Twitter? Because I don't think I see a Bavaria here. Hold on a second. I'm getting destroyed. Give me that health back. Yeah, go adrenaline. Let me see. Bavaria. Yeah, let me know if you have a different name on Twitter, because I do not have a tweet. At least not a recent tweet or anything like that. So let me know. Miguel also sent out a buck. Miguel, thank you, dude. Saying, Dad, today I awakened my 6-star Omega Red and totally got your points on not getting excited because the Sig Stone issue, like, I'm not going to use him more or rank 3 simply because the 5-star is Sig 180. Yeah, that's still a great pull, dude. Omega Red, he's stood the test of time. It doesn't seem like he's going anywhere anytime soon. He's still such a beast of an attacker. My alliance mates still use him constantly in Alliance War, and elsewhere in the game, of course. So, congrats, man. Still a good pull, but yeah, it is that unfortunate thing of not, like, have to limit your excitement because you can't actually play the champion yet. All right, Bavaria sent over another buck saying, try Joshua Martin. Okay, let me see. Yep, here we go. All right, my top 2 mystics thanks to 4th of July. All right, man. We got the Awakened Doom, Awakened 6-star Doom, and the Awakened... Dude, Sig 200 Claire. Dang, man. The full style Claire right here. Congrats, dude. Congrats, man. Some extremely powerful mystics right there. Stiatic also sent over a buck saying, BG, not to rub it in, but I totally passed you up in prestige today. Not that we were racing. Use your account to pace mine. I've got you by 16 whole points. 16 points? Hold my beer. I've got a rank up to do. It's time. It's time to take up Fraggle Rock. I'm still not even sure what I'm going to do with that. I don't know which champion I want to rank up next. But, nice, dude. Alright, well, now that I know we're racing, it's on. It's totally on. If not for prestige, I bet you many more people would take Omega Red to rank 3 Sig 200. He slaps so hard. Yeah, of course. Absolutely. That is the really the one and only downside of Omega Red. Like, you could say the whole, oh, he's not good against robots thing, but how many robots are there in the game? I mean, there's other... Alright, I'm a little bit oversimplifying, because he's also not great in situations where the opponent has power control. There's a lot of fights where you don't want to use him, but the bottom line is he's still one of the top champions, and prestige is the only reason why he's not ranked at more. Yes, absolutely. EG, any tips on Abyss Path 3? Off the top of my head, not really, man. I don't remember which fights are on Path 3. And I could pull up a map, but really, like, nothing on the top of my head. It would take me a good 10 minutes to probably fumble around my words and give you no actual advice. So the advice I do have is to check out, like, a dedicated piece of content for the Abyss. Check out someone's, like, recap on it. Skim through a live stream of someone who's using similar champs to yourself, and you know, just kind of take just, you don't have to watch the whole thing, but just check out the fights that you're kind of questioning. That's pretty much it. Brianna, quit ignoring me. Thomas. What's the girl version of Tom? Tammy? Instead of Tommy? Listen, Tammy. Brian, what sound does a steel frog make? Rivet, rivet. Tammy. Tammy. Boo, dude. Take a freaking lap. Really? You give frogs a bad name. Boo. Who needs prestige? Couldn't be me. Yeah, it's interesting how, like, prestige really, it really doesn't matter for a lot of people. And then for some people, like, it's everything. What a unique game this is. Like, there's other games that have, you know, different things that you could focus on and care about and stuff like that, but it is pretty wild how it is, like, you know, some people absolutely could not be bothered in the slightest by prestige, which I totally get. There's also a large group of people where maybe they don't necessarily care about it and don't focus on it, but it's still fun to watch the number grow. And I bet that's how a lot of people feel about it. But debating over ranking up my 6-star Claire or 6-star Red Mags. That is a tough one for sure. I would say if they're both unawakened, and if you have a 5-star awakened version of Magneto already ranked up, then I'd be much more inclined to say go with Claire, but both champs are amazing. Took Fraggle up to rank 3, Sig 180. Oh, Heenach. Oof. I'm probably gonna do, I mean, I can't get him that high, but I'm probably gonna do the same. I'm probably going to invest in Fraggle Rock and eventually get him all the way up to Sig 200. Oh my goodness, dude. Who puts Magneto in the arena, man? Why do they gotta do this, guys? Why, oh why? It is so annoying fighting this guy. Even the hits that you do get in, you have reduced attack, right? Is it reduced attack, or is this that he increases his attack? Oh, and I got blasted by that. Alright, pal. Get out of here. Sheds and an overbuck saying, BG, whatever you do, don't accept any friends requests from Taco Bell. They're not your friend. Dude, I actually thought this was some legit thing, like people had started getting hacked by accepting friends requests or something like that. And then I saw Taco Bell. I'm like, Taco Bell? What? It all made sense a moment later. Yeah, God. Shit! Come on, man! Boo, dude! These awful jokes. Oh, please don't use your special too. Ah, of course he uses it immediately and gets the healing. What a jerk. Now, this lasts so long. Damn it. What an annoying arena team this is. My goodness. Hope you guys don't have to run into this annoying arena team. Go away, Darkhawk. Alex sent over another 2, saying last 2. Okay, let me see. PG, I was thinking about progression after your choice not to take the rank 4 mats. I was super shocked. But I was thinking, what if you ranked based on the 565 champ prestige list? Because you don't have to be at the top, you just have to be in the middle, like 13.2 prestige or something like that. So if that were the case, I would skip Thor and take up Falcon or something. Yeah, I am thinking about that. So we could talk about that real quick, because I'm kind of back and forth on it, and the more I think about it, the more I just want to commit to Fraggle Rock. But it's so hard to say that. I don't know. Actually, oh man. Yeah, I even though I just said that, I immediately thought about rank 4ing champs and thought, no, let me not go with Fraggle Rock. Let me go with someone else. I don't know what I want to do. But okay, so here's the thing. Let's go to MA. Here's my biggest concern about investing in a champion like Fraggle Rock, I guess. I don't want to rank 4 Thor Ragnarok right away. Eventually would I? Yeah, of course. But I mean, like, all right, here, man, I'm having a hard time putting it into words even. Like, all right, let me say this actually first before we move on about prestige. The whole point of prestige is to help your alliance. You're just helping them in alliance quest to help earn better rewards, right? That's it. It's the whole point of prestige. It comes down to helping your alliance. You're helping yourself by helping your alliance as well, but it's to help your alliance. So, when thinking about every way that you can help your alliance, is Thor Ragnarok the best way to help your alliance? Would it actually be better for me to help the alliance in some other way? Because, let's face it, I'm never going to be at the top of the prestige list. So, can I at least have a strong defensive lineup in war or something like that? Which, once we consider rank 4ing champions, how am I going to get a strong defensive lineup? It's certainly not going to be by ranking up Thor Ragnarok. So what if I did just invest in Fury? He's the one I have my eyes on in terms of skill right now, because you know, I just awakened him, and although I would say like the difference in prestige is fairly substantial when a lot of people are approaching or are at the cap right now. Every little point matters, and right now it might seem like, oh yeah, just get close, just get to 13.5 or something like that. Well, yeah, that's good today, but in the future, like, no, like that's definitely not good enough, you know? So the other thing about Thor Ragnarok is he's Sig 40 right now, so he's gonna have a 20 Sig advantage on Fury. So realistically, it's like 13,744 compared to 13,341. The gap is even larger. And once again, I don't know what to do. The other thing about skill is I hate the skill class. I don't care about the skill class. Maybe hate is too strong of a word, because the skill class with the buffs and stuff like that, first off, notice how I didn't say the skill class was bad. I just said I hate the skill class. I just a lot of the champions that come out in the skill class, I just don't gravitate towards. Just when looking at the champs that I want to play, I want to play the mutants, I want to play the mystics. Generally, those are like my go-to champions to play. If I can convert my other Sig Stones into other class types, like I would just have 5 mystics ranked up for prestige. I would get Dragonman ranked. Actually, I don't know what Dragonman's prestige is. I would, but it's probably decent at least, right? I'd get Sasquatch ranked up. Well, like I don't have the Sigs for that, so so the skill class could just be kind of the sacrificial class type. That's kind of how I've always seen it. So maybe I should just go with Fraggle Rock because of that. I don't know, man. Anyway, Scott sent over, but that's where my thoughts are at on that one, man. It's a little all over the place. Well, that's what's going on in my mind about that for now, at least. Scott also sending over a buck. Saying, for the love of all that is good and holy in the world, do not rank up Thor Ragged Rock. Go with Spider-Man. I know you don't like him, but Lord have mercy, look at the usefulness. Or any of your top 9. But I understand if you go with Thor, but I will cry many tears. Alright, well, let's look at my skill roster, too, because I think we're talking about champs that I don't even have at the moment. I don't have Falcon. I don't think I have Stealth Spidey, do I? Or do I hate him that much that I really just blocked him out of my 6-star roster? I'll let me know. We got the Rob Von raid, too. Rob, thank you for the raid, man. Saying, yo, BG, do you enjoy binging shows or taking shows on a week-to-week basis? Less than a week-to-week basis. One show every 2 to 3 weeks is what I prefer. The only time I ever binge watch a show is if I am sick and just on the couch for a while or something like that, or there have been a few times where I was doing like big grinds, but it was more like background noise, and even then it wasn't like an entire series. It would be like, you know, a few episodes at a time or something. And then Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai is the big one because I know, like, no, I don't even, like, I don't care about spoilers for me. We ban them from the chat just to, you know, for other people, but I don't care about being spoiled for stuff that I'm not going to watch anyway. Who cares? I'll forget what happens by the time I watch that show or movie 6 years from now anyway, so what the hell do I care? But Cobra Kai, I actually really like that show, and if I wasn't streaming on YouTube with a bunch of little turds in the chat trying to ruin it for everyone else, I would space out those episodes, because I did that, like, well, did I do that originally? I mean, I was already on YouTube by the time the first couple seasons came out, but people weren't really on it like that. So we did space out those episodes a little bit, but it was like an episode every few days or something like that with that show, I think. Anyway, yeah, I prefer spacing stuff out. All right. Yuki, though. Oh, I want to look at my skill roster, too. Let's put that up. Yuki sending over 5 of them Polish bucks with a banana. Saying, hi, Brian. It's been a while. Hope everything's okay. It is okay. Hope everything's okay with you. I have 2 questions for you. 1, do you have an ETA on the Realm of Legends video? No, at this point. I'm working on it. Every time I've given an ETA, it's came and went. So, nope. Which of the July champ buffs are you most excited for? Bishop, actually. I don't know that he's going to be good. I think he's either going to be... I think Bishop is a really difficult champion to balance just by like the nature of how he can start the fights with so much power and everything. And so much damage comes through his specials, and you could potentially use like special back boosts in such a way that you could potentially break the game with Bishop, or they could like, or the champion's just going to be underwhelming. Like, I don't know if he's going to exist in this he's just pretty good world. I think he's either like not going to get played at all, or could be like game breaking. I'm not saying game breaking in every situation. It's not like a champion to use all the time, but I just get this sense that there's going to be ways to break the game with Bishop. So we'll see what happens, but I don't even know if you'd call that excitement. It's like a weird mix of I hope he doesn't break the game kind of thing. Anyway, here's the skill champs I have. I actually have more skill champs than I remembered. I forgot that I have an awakened Elsa. It's kind of interesting. You know what? Let me open up the prestige list again. I'm curious where she stands, where she fits on that list. Okay, she's fairly far down on the list. Actually, this is 5-star rank 5. But okay, she's pretty much in line with Fury, who I'd rather have. So let's take Elsa out of the list here. We have Aegon, of course. I don't know. A lot of the champs that I have awakened, I'm just not that interested in, I guess. Like, I always thought Massacre was pretty cool, but not like rank 3 and rank 4 cool. Night Thrasher, not interested in. Korg is a defender. There could be something there for Korg, but he's below Fury, and I think Fury's a better defender anyway. So if I'm ranking up somebody for defense, it would just be Fury. So yeah, it's pretty much Fraggle Rock or Fury. I'm also not... Oops. Also not going to consider Aegon for the time being. I'll get him ranked up one day, I'm sure, but... yeah. Alright, anyway, Stiatics sending over another buck saying, take Kingpin. The difference between 565 Thor and Kingpin is less than 2%. And you already have Kingpin at rank 3, and you like him. So, you're saying look at 5-star rank 5s? They're not even close, dude. I mean, you could say it's small percentage wise, but the bottom line is like this is like the numbers just keep it like expanding. You know what I mean? Like, no, I wouldn't be able to go with Kingpin. I don't think there's any world in which I could go with Kingpin. I do like Kingpin. He's my favorite skill by far, but I don't think I could. The only way that I could go with Kingpin is if I happen to dupe him like 2 more times and just get him to like a natural Sig 80. And then it's like, alright, I mean, damn. I'm not going to be able to get the Sigs anyway. Even then, I don't think I could do it. Alright, Tom sending over one of them New Zealand bucks saying, BG, do you know anything about rank 4 prestige? So, yes and no. Alright, let's go back to this prestige list one more time here. So, 6 stars kind of mirror 5 stars, but it's not exact, I don't think. So if we look at 5 stars at rank 3, if we change this to a 6, the list should stay completely identical, right? But it doesn't. There's a slight change of positioning here. It's subtle, so we can assume that it's very close to exact, but it is not exact. So, yeah. That's all we really know. Jack sent it over 50. Jack almost, dude. So generous as always. Jack, thank you, dude. Saying, hey, BG, you pulled 6-star Strife and watched Lag's Abyss stuff with him. Seems like he would have been an awesome gauntlet champ. How come not many people used him? Thinking, ranking him even to rank 3. I'm trying to think back to the gauntlet fights. You know, I think part of the reason that Strife is so good for the Abyss is that he has a lot of damage over time. Which in fights that, like, you don't need to, like, where you're trying to reduce the number of hits you're dealing because you only have a certain number of hits to work with, you're able to just, like, heavy attack the opponent, keep the damage over time stuff rolling, and that in itself is just one of the reasons why he's so good for the Abyss. He is good elsewhere, but the nodes that were in the gauntlet, I don't know if he would have been the best to handle it. The other reason why Strife didn't really get used is because not many people have a ranked up Strife. With so many other mutant champions to rank up, that's probably Strife's biggest downfall. If he was a different class type, I think he would get used a lot more. But you know, it's really hard to justify ranking up Strife when I mean, you saw what you know, MSD and others were able to do with Professor X, Apocalypse, Magneto, Archangel. These champs just... they're just so good. There's like no room. There's no room for someone like Strife. But he is good. He is good. Like you know, what Legacy was able to do in the Abyss proves it. He's great. Can counter that unstoppable Black Panther. Yeah, but so when you're like, when thinking about ways to counter the gauntlet, Black Panther is like never really a consideration. You try to counter the uncounterable type champs first, like the Korg. Was really hard to have a counter for, with only like a few options available, and some of the other fights as well. And then like the whoever you fill in those gaps with, if you even have room to fill the gaps in. Like, I don't know, they need to be countering like some of the harder fights. Easy ramp up, counters evade, goes unblockable with Apox Synergy. He might have been good for it. Like, I'm not even saying that he would have sucked for it. I'm just kind of speculating as to why people did not use Strife. But yeah. Jack, dude, thank you again for the generosity. I think if you want to rank up Strife, I think it's a fine decision. It's just, like I said, the only reason people don't do it more is the mutant class is stacked. So Rage Dude sending over a euro as well. Rage Dude, thank you, man. Saying, BG, do you think if Kabam went back on 12.0 nerfs, for example, Thor, Strange, and Switch, etc., would they still be crazy OP and broken like they were, or average? Plus, do you think it could ever happen? No, it'll never happen. I'll answer that one first because that's easy. And yes, it would still be game breaking. Doctor Strange would not be. He'd be much better than he is today, but he wouldn't be game breaking. His healing would be super strong, but that's about it. Thor, yeah, Thor's damage was just otherworldly, and Scarlet Witch just being able to stun lock every node. Every single node would have to have something built in to prevent the use of Scarlet Witch, which they were already doing. You know, they were already, like, they added that node to Labyrinth. What's that node called again? Where if you land a critical hit, or the opponent lands a critical hit, I'm sorry, not if you land a critical hit. If there's a debuff, if there's a buff or debuff on either champion, your crit rate is reduced by 50%. Like, the ways that they had to counter Scarlet Witch just destroyed the game and made it far worse. And they would have had to, you know, keep doing that. It's part of the reason why they don't necessarily try as hard as they could to counter some of the truly OP champions today, is because they know it'll just end up making the game a miserable experience. So they kind of just leave it alone. But yeah, those champs would still be way too OP. Dulled, yes, that's the note. Thank you, guys. David Villa sending over Buck saying, it sucks that I have to upgrade in order to do Labyrinth. Hold on, let me see. Uncollected, check. Ignore all of BG's advice of what to do next and dive headfirst into Labyrinth. Regret it 7 seconds into the first fight. Check. My game freezing every time I hit a fight in Labyrinth. Check. Oh, that's what you meant by upgrade. Oh, man. I thought you were just talking about upgrading champions. Well, that's interesting. That's weird that it lags in Labyrinth and not in other areas or something like that. Strange. But yeah, man, I definitely don't recommend doing Labyrinth if you just got Uncollected. I really don't recommend doing Labyrinth these days until you're Thronebreaker and get access to Karina's challenges. So, yeah. I mean, feel free to go against my advice all you want, but that is my advice. It's not the game, it's my phone. Okay. Sigh. What is Pixie Belle sighing about? I give up. BG computer has a blocking code when my name appears. Most people were getting ignored just now. There was a lot of super chats that I was reading. I'm sure everyone feels exactly the same way you do. But what? I'm asking an actual question. Sigh. Like, the actual question is not even close to where I'm looking. Pixie Belle, help me out here. Type it again. I'm going all the way up. Here we go. Think I found it. GG, I got a 6-star white mags. Thoughts, tangents? Do you even care? 6-star white mags is great. I made a video. I'm going to be ranking up mine. Well, oh god. I was going to rank mine up fairly soon, but then I got all these other champs. But yeah, 6-star mags is great. I made a video comparing red mags and white mags a while back. I think Scarco was saying in the chat as well. And I use white mags all the time in Alliance War, in the event quests, anytime you need to get a passive stun instead of a stun debuff. The champion's awesome. He's like half support and half useful just by himself. And those two halves make a pretty great whole champ. Did you see the prestige of Hercules? Maybe it's convenient for you to do a double grind. No. I don't even know if I have the units to do a double grind. I'm not joking when I say that. Like, even if I popped open all my battle chips, I don't think I do. I legit think Hercules is going to go over 150 million points. And I'm certainly not always right when I guess high numbers. But I feel like I've been underguessing the newer champions. Not by a ton, but I feel like I have been underguessing them. The rerun champions, I feel like I've been fairly close, at least. Like Claire here, I was, I guess 95, and she went for like 93 in round 1. But the brand new champions, I feel like I've been underguessing. Surprised at how high people are willing to go for these champions, is what it comes down to. Just surprised. So take that for what you will, that I'm actually on board with, in this case, of saying like, yeah, this champion's gonna go high. I think it's all but guaranteed this champion breaks 150 mil, and I don't know how much higher I want to guess higher than 150 mil, because I think we could easily see the champion going for 160 plus, even, you know? Who knows? Someone's definitely putting up 180 mil. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's no, there's no question about that. Somebody will for sure put up 180 mil. Quite a few someone's. But will all 100 people put up 180 mil? That's the question. Because there's going to be a big divide between, like... There's always a big divide between, like, you know, top 50 and bottom 50. Sometimes it's gradual and everything, you know, but... yeah, just... It's gonna be crazy. 160 plus for a defensive prestige champ? Yikes. I don't know that he's just gonna be a prestige champ or just a defensive prestige champ. We legit have not gotten a chance to play him, so don't read anything into that yet, guys. The first chance that people in the CCP will have to get a chance to play any new champion comes after the update, and we have not gotten the update, so the earliest, and that's if the CCP beta gets updated right away. But the absolute earliest opportunity that we have to play these new champions is after the update comes out. But yeah, man, he could be an offensive powerhouse too. And when it's someone who cracks the top 5 prestige while being a like a useful champion, sky's the limit when it comes to arena scores. Derek Hofkamp sending over a buck. Derek, thank you, dude. Saying, just me, Cavalier. Wait, what? Just me, Cavalier. Are you saying you just got Cavalier? Congrats, dude. Waiting to move forward in main. Who do you recommend level up? Awakened, Namor, Domino, Omega Red, Claire, Quake, or Awakened Fury, CGR, all 5 stars. Thanks. Okay, so after getting Cavalier, I always recommend doing the back issues. And for the back issues, you want to rank up specific to countering that particular back issue that you're trying to beat. And then once you beat it, you can rank up rank up your champions for the next back issues quest that you're looking to do, and so on until you've completed most of the variants. So I don't know who you have right now, but I would recommend looking at like the latest 3 variants that are on the left side when you go into the back issue screen. The one all the way on the left is the hero variant, and you're going to need heroes of every class type, or at least 3 out of the 6 class types, but pretty much every class type. The one next to that is the villain variant, and you don't need 2 specific of class types there. And then the one to the right of that is the Mystic, Symbiote, and Spider-Verse variant. So whichever variant you're like closest to, whichever variant you already have champs, like, you know, hopefully 1 or 2 or more, ideally more than just 1 champ ranked up, kind of let that steer your direction. Just rank up a champion that's also going to be helpful in that variant. If there was no other context here, I think Omega Red is great for the villain variant. I think Claire is an amazing champion for the Mystic variant. She's also a hero, so you can kind of double dip there with Claire. By the way, Omega Red, if you run Suicides, you know, you could value him a lot higher, but if you don't run Suicides, then he's still a good champ, but, you know, probably wouldn't go with him. Wouldn't go with Unawakened Fury. I wouldn't recommend Domino, but some people really do like Domino, and that's fair. If you just had a you know, personal love for Domino. She is a hero, I believe. Actually, is she a hero? Just do it this way. Of course, her prestige sucks. Let's see. Whoops. Domino. There you are. She is a hero. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, could potentially use her for the hero variant. But anyway, normally I don't recommend Domino. Namor is great. Namor is actually good for the first boss of variant 4 as well. I didn't mention variant 4, but good for the first boss in there, and is a hero. CGR is always good to rank up to, but yeah, man, that's really what you have to do at this stage of the game, is look at the variants that you're doing, and you know, rank up. Rank up who's gonna like assist in that team the most. Okay, and you just said just made Cavalier. Okay. Gotcha. I figured that's what you said. Yeah, man, congrats on Cav, but that's really what you have to do. I wish I can tell you exactly who to pick, but gotta think about the variants that you're doing. Static sending over another buck, and I did the math. With 40 teams, it's 60 million over 7 runs with 6 stars only, which means you'd have to fork out 16k units to refresh your 6 stars, then 5 stars on top of that. That sounds about right. Does that math include boosting? The depending on your boost stash, you could save a little bit of units. But yeah, this is gonna be brutal. I would say keep in mind, guys, the champion will come back around in the basic arena. And while I think he is still going to go high in the basic, it's not going to be anywhere near as high as the featured run is. So if you're just dead set on getting this champ and you're getting depressed because you're, you know, there's no way he'd be able to put up a score like that, just look ahead to the future. Have a little bit of patience. Focus on your current progress, and your time will come where you can potentially go for Hercules in the basic, maybe. Start saving units now, you know. That goes for any champion, not just talking about Hercules. No boosting, that's just raw arena numbers. Okay, gotcha. I have the 16k units. I would rather just buy crystals. Yeah, and that, I mean, that is part of the arena system too, is like there's a bunch of people thinking that way too, and we could, and when I say could, I mean there's a low chance we could see so many people saying, you know what, man, this arena, it's going to be insane, let me just buy Cavalier crystals instead. And there could be so many people that do that it's possible that his score might not be as high, because yeah, as soon as you start hitting those incredibly high thresholds, it does start to become more enticing to buy the crystals. That said, people, if people are grinding, like if people want Hercules for his prestige, you need this champion at a high sig level. The people who have perfect prestige right now, who have the top 5 prestige champions at sig 200, they're going to need Hercules at sig 200. So they might do both. If they don't have the sig stones already, we could see some people popping open crystals and grinding in the arena. I think those people, you know, there's a low number of those people, but just saying, it's possible. OBG got that voodoo solo on Mysterio. Pretty fun. Hobbit, dude, I really wanted to use Mysterio for that fight. Like for my kill. Because, yeah, it was fun fighting him with voodoo for sure. It took like 3 or 4 days of practice before I got it. Love the full week we get to practice the fight. Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. Holy, I just died so fast. Who puts Fury in the arena, dude? Look up for 1 second. Son of a... Anyway, Brakovic, Sano 5. Thank you, dude, saying Domino is one of my favorites to go to, especially with the Professor X bonus. Her critical failures help out like crazy. I use her against SMP Rogue. Okay. Cool, man. Yeah, like I've never said Domino is a bad champion. I usually do give advice against Domino just because, again, the mutant class is so stacked, but really you can do most things like with most things that you'd be looking to use other champs for. You could easily fit Domino into those places. I mean, outside of certain things like, yeah, she's lacking immunities. It's pretty obvious, but she can handle a lot of fights just with her explosive damage and all that. But yeah, man. Brakovic, thank you for the 5, dude. Why didn't you grind for Claire? Just real life stuff, man. I would only actually have like 2.5 days to grind instead of the full 3, and it would cost way too many units to grind for a champion that I wouldn't be able to rank up right away, because I have to save my mystic rank ups for rank, like my first 2 rank 4s are almost for sure going to be Doom and Sorcerer Supreme. So I'm saving all of my Mystic rank ups, which means a 6-star Claire. She would still eventually be good, and I still do want the champion. I just wanted to try to get her without having to spend a large number of units, which I would unfortunately have to do. So. And by the time she'll be a useful champion for me, maybe I'll just pull her out of crystals, the way I'm thinking about it. Hercules is definitely going to take some skill to be played. We'll see. I mean, they say that, but we'll see. Whoops. I did not mean to end with a medium attack there. Son of a... Who's a better Alliance War defender, Korg or Thing? Thing. It may vary based on tier of war, but I would imagine like probably not actually. I just think Thing overall is more difficult to play. I do imagine that Korg is more of a nuisance in you know, outside of the top tier of Alliance War, but like in tier 1, Korg very rarely gets a kill, where I would say Thing, I mean, most defenders very rarely get a kill in the top tier, to be honest, but Thing, it's definitely easier to slip up against that guy, and just the fight kind of spirals out of control. It could spiral against Korg too, to be fair, but it just seems to happen more with Thing. Is Gambit underrated? Define underrated. Does he get played less compared to how powerful he can be, how potent he can be in certain situations? Yeah, he definitely does get played less than like his actual value in the game, but I don't think it's because people underrate him. I think it's just because, again, for like the 400th time tonight, the mutant class is stacked. So people just go to other mutants. They just pick other mutants more so than Gambit. I also think, on a personal note, I don't find Gambit's playstyle to be fun. And I know some people do enjoy it, but it's certainly a factor. PG took Black Widow deodorant to rank 2. Thoughts? Also, cav rewards were trash. No tier 4 basic. I think Kabam needs to include more tier 4 basic in rewards. Which rewards? I'm not sure which rewards you're talking about. Are you talking about like the July 4th offers, or are you talking about actual rewards? But yeah, Black Widow, that's a cool rank up, man. I think she's decent. I don't think she's like mind-blowing, gonna break the game, crazy OP or something like that, but I think she's a solid champ. Solid rank up if you enjoy the character. I would like to rank mine up at some point. I don't normally like the 7-hit combo champions, but for some reason, like her combo's more smooth. It feels more smooth, at least. I don't know if it's in my head or what, but her double hits feel more smooth than some of the other double hit characters in this game. So she doesn't bother me as much, and it's just fun seeing shock damage. Legacy spiraled against the Thing, so anything can happen. Yeah, we've all spiraled out of control against Thing from time to time. The best of the best players. It happens. Gambit's playstyle isn't fun, but who doesn't enjoy big yellow numbers? Well, that's the thing, man, is yeah, we all enjoy big yellow numbers, but Gambit, his half the time when I'm playing him, I don't see any big yellow numbers. I'm just disappointed when I don't land a critical hit. It's more than half the time, right? Like it's got to be less than, I think at least. I think it's less than a 50% crit rate. Does he have stuff that increases his crit rating? I don't remember exactly. Oh my god, hold on. Who puts Kingpin in the arena, man? It's not even a Kang or Thanos team. The arena is really pissing me off today, guys. It's really cheesing me off, man. All right, hold on. Let's see. Gambit. So base crit chance, pretty low. I mean, it's not low. It's like average. Yeah, 53 percentile. So it's pretty average. But when you're looking for a champion to deal some massive crits, like you want them to be above average. So this increases crit damage rating, but not your crit chance. Just doing a quick scan here. No, I don't think there's anything, right? Obviously, you can increase it with your, you know, your masteries, but yeah, this is well below 50%. You have like a I don't know, 30, maybe like 32% chance to crit or something like that. So you got like a 1 in 3 essentially. Not good enough with how long it takes to I mean, it's not that it takes an incredibly long time to ramp up, but you have to do the whole dash back, hold block thing, and then build up to 2 bars of power. And like someone like Nebula, for example. Nebula is more annoying to build up, to ramp up. Far more annoying than Gambit is. But you have that guaranteed payoff. You're not relying on RNG. Once you get, you know, once you build everything up, dude, the opponent's dead, man, when you're playing Nebula. And people don't even play Nebula. So, am I really going to have a good time playing Gambit? No, I'm not. Like, this synergy with Apocalypse is very overpowered. And you know, if you want to use Gambit with the use of the synergy and stuff like that, I totally get it. It's just I'm not going to have fun with it personally. Anyway. There's my rant about Gambit, I guess. An unexpected Gambit rant real quick. Superman sending over a buck saying, hey BG, got a rank 4 Sig 70 Archangel and a rank 4 Sig 20 Professor X. Who will help more in Act 6 and 7? Seen you destroy with Archangel in Act 7, so just wanted your opinion. So Professor X will also destroy Act 7. Oh man. This is tough. I think Archangel is easier to use. It's just parry heavy. And I mean, if you learn how to re-parry, that's it. Like, that's all the skills needed right there, pretty much. And you shut down a lot of abilities. I'm trying to think about the Act 6 fights in particular. I don't know who's going to help more. I think it's going to be about even. To be honest, I think it'll be about even. And you could probably just go with personal preference. I don't have a lot of experience with Professor X. But just looking at his playstyle, he feels like a champ that I would actually enjoy more personally. So if I was debating between these two characters, I mean, you know, I used Archangel for a Legends run. So if I was gonna, you know, if I did everything the same again, because I like to do Legends runs, I would go with Archangel again. But I think I would actually have more fun with Professor X. Here's the other thing about Archangel too, though. And this is really important. Forget about Act 6 and Act 7. Archangel's potential to just dominate a new character that could potentially be really annoying if you didn't have Archangel. That potential is really high. So for just for things like the monthly event quest, wanting to have an Archangel ready to go to counter a boss or something like that, that might be more important. So I probably would recommend Archangel, but it's totally open to your personal preference. And yeah, man, I think I would have more fun with Professor X myself, but I think I'd recommend Archangel a little bit more so. Not because of Act 6 and Act 7. I think they're both extremely viable champions there, but just for some like specialty type content, Summer of Pain type stuff, and monthly event quest fighting new champions, just like when you learn how a new champion works over time, you realize you can counter a lot of these champions with many different champions. But when they're brand new and you don't know how to evade their specials, and you don't feel like reading an entire book to figure out how to counter them, Archangel just kind of pushes through that stuff. So yeah, I recommend Archangel. I had a choice to take my Professor X to rank 2 or my AA to 565, and took up AA. Yeah, you could really go either way on it. Fine, how do I unlock Willpower? Just got to get a, I think it's 2 Carbonadium cores for the first rank. You got to have 15 points in the defensive tree, a couple Carbonadium cores that you buy with units, or if there's special offers that come around, you can spend real money, typically at a pretty good value. Like, those are some of the best offers if you're looking to spend money. But if you're not looking to spend money, then yeah, you just got to get units, buy the Carbonadium cores from the store. That's it. F reading, I have AA. Pretty much. Yeah, the entire tangent could be summed up that way. It's not just A, like, you know, Magneto has done that several times since his buff as well, where it was like, what does Red Goblin do? I don't know. I haven't read a single one of his abilities. Actually, no, I didn't use him for Red Goblin, but Cosmic Ghost Rider, what's his face? Psycho Man. There's probably a couple others that I'm not remembering. Wait, did I use? I don't think I used Magneto for Red Goblin, right? Probably used Torch for that fight. Yeah, Torch is another one. What does Mangog do? I don't know. I have Torch. EG, any interest in going for 5-star Hercules? No, 0 interest. You know, with popping open featured crystals now, to try to pick up like the unique 5 stars. If I already had like every single character, every single 5-star that was unique and not in the basic pool, then maybe I would go for the 5-star. It'd be nice for you know, any type of future synergy needs, even if I didn't play the character. I mean, it's also possible the character is just insane, like Cosmic Ghost Rider, which if I had a 5-star Cosmic Ghost Rider, I actually would play the character sometimes. Or did I already mention the what's it called, man? There's a solo tournament thing. The Summoner. Oh my god, dude. I'm totally blanking on this name right now. What's it called? Red Goblin is literally torch immune. Is he? Ah, showdown. That's the word, dude. Oh my god. Thank you, guys. Can we say F reading one more time? Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I said F reading one too many times. Forgetting these damn words. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I used Torch for Red Goblin, though. Yeah, Red Goblin isn't immune to Flame On. Yeah, like, no one's immune to Flame On. I'm pretty sure that's what I used for it. I don't know if... whatever I used for it, all I know is I didn't read his abilities. That's all I needed to know, really. That's all I was trying to say, really, I should say. But... yeah, so there's reasons to grind for a 5-star version of champions, even with an advanced 6-star roster. But I'm just looking at getting the 5-star through the featured here. He doesn't have like pre-fight type abilities, right? Like if he had some pre-fight type abilities, I'd say that's like another reason. Like I would 100% grind for a champion like Odin again. I think Karate Mike still doesn't have Odin or something like that, and he's got a 6-star rank 3 ghost. Not that he really needs it, having a 6-star rank 3 ghost, but I mean he should want it. And I think he does want it. Anyway, Superman sending over another buck. I wanted to hold on before I read that though. I wanted to look. I think Hercules Spotlight is now out, right? Is it still not out? Was it just the updated ones? Oh my goodness, dude. All right, we'll screw this. All right, Superman, though, sending over another buck. Thank you, dude, saying thanks, BG. I'll take him up. Plus, it wouldn't help taking Professor X up since I run Suicides and need to spam specials. Oh, yeah, if you run Suicides, Archangel 100% then, man, yeah. And one more thing, is Archangel good at Sig 70? I can take his Sig up if needed. Yeah, it's fine. If you have no other place to dump Sig Stones, you can still put them into Archangel. I'm slowly getting my Archangel up to Sig 200, but I mean, he was at Sig 20 for the longest, or Sig 40 or whatever. You're totally fine leaving him at Sig 70. Yeah, my Archangel. I actually didn't even have an awakened 5-star Archangel for a while, but whenever I did awaken him, I just left him that way for the longest. What's up, Haley Miracles? Saying check Twitter, sure. This is where I'm at. Should I keep doing a little bit or try to finish a full one? Let me see. Haley, this is what I love to see. You've 100% Act 4. You're 100%ing these quests as well on your way. This is good stuff. Most people just want to blitz their way through and they just get stuck. They run into a brick wall because they have not progressed enough along the way. That said, you do not have to 100% every single one of these quests. And I do think it would be good at this point just to try to get uncollected, just to try to do a single clear of these 3 quests. Now that said, this is the most difficult quest. Lines in the Sand. This is the most difficult quest that you're gonna run into. And these other 2 quests, they're no picnic either, but this one is the hardest. Yeah, I do recommend just trying to do a single clear though. You know, save up some revives, save up some potions if you can. Maybe take a break from story quest. Just focus on, you know, we've got a new month of content coming out. So focus on the, you know, the monthly content. And really try to be cautious about using items. That way you can save a bit towards the uncollected push. And then yeah, just go for it. Single clear on those. I'll never buy features. BG the past 6 years. I mean, did I use the word never? I might have used the word never. I don't know. But usually I say features are not a good value. And 6-star features, dude, I'm still nowhere even close to being in a position to buy 6-star features. But the value proposition has changed. The reason why I wasn't going for featured 5 stars is because I wanted to get more 6-star shards. Now that we have a 6-star arena, I just want to get as many 5-star champions as I possibly can to help out in the arena grind towards 6 stars. I'm always looking towards getting the highest amount of 6 stars that I can get. Oh, his Spotlight is out. It's just not on the... okay, it's on the news page. Okay, got it. I'm always looking to get the most amount of... PWF, thanks for linking as well. Most amount of 6 stars I can get. It's just now the featured 5-star actually helps in that direction, whereas before it did not. It only served to hurt my ability to get 6 stars. Alright, let's see. Champion Spotlight for Hercules. 13,740. Hold on. Where does that put him? Okay, so it barely bumps out Namor. At rank 3 at least. What is the 565 though? 565 is 10,690. Nice. Which does put him above Fraggle Rock. So there's a potential for Hercules to be the 3rd highest prestige champion in the game once we get to taking our 6-star champs up to rank 5. Anyway, I just want a refresher about his synergies real quick. Oh crap, I must have blown... oh, here they are. Okay, synergy bonuses. So he's got this is just with Hercules. Alright, hashtag hero champions. While Hercules is alive, gain plus 10% attack rating while under the effects of the poison from the liquid courage mastery. So I really dislike this this synergy rate here. Plus 10% attack while they're suffering from the poison of liquid courage. Garbage. This is garbage. So first off, a lot of if you're running suicides, a lot of times we're playing champions that can get around the poison either by shrugging them off or just being straight up immune to them, or potentially like they're not a hero champion. So how many champions is this really going to affect? And then an additional 10% attack when you're likely already gaining plus 60% base attack from running suicides anyway. Not interested in this mastery or synergy. Then we have this one with Black Panther here, where, yeah, if I remember correctly, this is actually really good for Black Panther. It just makes them a lot more aggressive. I'm not going to read through it all. I'm not going to worry about what Hercules benefits just yet. With Thor and Jane Foster here. Thor, well-timed blocks gain 20% perfect block chance while the opponent is suffering from an armor break debuff. Okay, I guess if they buff Thor, but who cares about this until they buff Thor. Thor Jane Foster, plus 40% shock potency, and well-timed blocks gain 30% perfect block chance while the opponent is shocked. This is actually more interesting for Jane Foster. because 30% perfect block chance, this increases the stun duration. And I mean, it's still Thor Jane Foster, but if you're able to increase the stun duration, Jane Foster benefits. Like anytime the opponent's stunned, if she's awakened, she has like that extra crit damage. And then just in allowing you to do a 7-hit combo by doing a double medium followed by 5-hit combo, that gives you more opportunity to naturally stun the opponent. So this is actually a pretty legit synergy for Thor Jane Foster. It's actually really strong. It's just Thor Jane Foster is not strong. So kind of a who cares situation. Karate Mike, I guess, cares. He likes Jane Foster. Anyway, with Hawkeye, draining the opponent's power across a power bar threshold grants a fury buff, increasing attack rating by 40% for 20 seconds. Max stack 3. This is pretty cool. I don't think it's enough for Hawkeye to be that useful of a champion, but for the Hawkeye fans out there, like this, yeah, this is a nice little boost to Hawkeye's abilities. Maybe there's some other synergies that I'm forgetting about for Hawkeye that you can stack up and turn him into a cool champ. Let's see. Hulk, 35% fury potency, not enough. Don't care. Immortal Hulk, while immortality is on cooldown, well-timed blocks gain 100% perfect block chance. This is a very legit synergy. This is huge for Immortal Hulk. I would maybe, potentially, dare I say, actually like Immortal Hulk with this synergy. Maybe. It's a maybe still. But yeah, this is a very powerful synergy. Very, very powerful synergy. For two reasons. One, obviously, while your immortality is on cooldown, you do not want to be losing health. And two, you want to be very aggressive with Immortal Hulk. And again, having that 100% perfect block chance, your parries are now going to open up, I think, an 8-hit combo. I think you could probably squeeze in a medium, light, medium followed by 5-hit combo. I think. It's been a long time since I played Sunspot, but I think you can do that with Sunspot. Because he has the 100% perfect block chance too. Anyway, Hulk Ragnarok. While crowd excitement reaches 100, gain a fury buff, increasing his attack rating by plus 55%. And inflict a weakness debuff, reducing attack rating by 30%. These last 15 seconds. This is actually kind of solid. It's probably not enough to make Hulk Ragnarok a extremely viable champion or something like that, but I know people who use Hulk Ragnarok just because he's a solid champion that doesn't really need much. Doesn't need to be awakened. Is just decent in some annoying matchups, and I can see, people who maybe don't have every champ at their disposal, using Hulk Ragnarok with the synergy and noticing some serious benefit from it. So that's cool. Require thy shield with Captain America Infinity War. Alright, Hercules, completing a feat of strength, inflicts an armor break debuff, removing 1 armor up buff and reducing armor rating by 70 for 10 seconds. This is for Hercules. Yeah, why am I reading that? Captain America, this is the only one that I actually want to read. Gain plus 7% fury potency. Not enough to matter. It's a cool boost for a character that doesn't need a strong boost. So this is actually not that bad of a synergy. This is much stronger than a plus 7% attack increase, because Cap's fury is well over his base attack. So this is actually decent. It looks small, but it's actually pretty decent. But yeah, if you're including them both on the team anyway, it's cool, but you wouldn't go out of your way to do it. And then romance with Wolverine here. All champs gain plus 5% power gain. Minor. Unnoticeable. Okay. So yeah, the most powerful synergy with this guy, I would say, is the Immortal Hulk one. The Immortal Hulk one, the Jane Foster one if they buff him, and the Hulk Ragnarok one's actually decent. Same with Hawkeye. He's actually got some decent synergies. Actually, I forgot about the Black Panther one too, making them more aggressive. He's got some decent synergies, but nothing that I super care about. All right, that was kind of a long tangent about his synergies, but maybe some people found that interesting at least. Sean, 7/5. Sean, thank you, dude. Saying BG, the only man who takes 20 minutes to rank up one champ. I know, dude. But my dumbass watched every second, enjoying the struggle to find ISO. Congrats on the new rank 3. Thanks, man. Thank you, dude. Looks small, but is actually pretty decent. Brian Grant, July 2021. Wow. Tushar said an over 100 rupees saying, tweet BG. Sure. Let's see what we got here. Please suggest me a good Abyss team setup for my first Abyss run. Have 30 revives in stash and 5.5k-ish units. Okay. I can try here. Let's see. Well, typically for first run, people go with the 4 horsemen, not the Apocalypse horsemen, but the 4 Abyss horsemen. In Doom, Aegon, and Torch, and Fury is the last of the 4, which am I just not seeing Fury? Yeah, I don't see a Fury, which is okay. You don't necessarily need Fury. He's the least important of the 4, I guess. Some people do say Sim Supreme is better than Doom for the initial clear. However, because you have a 6-star rank 3 Doom, I would just go with the Doom. As far as your last 2 spots, I would probably throw in I would probably just go double synergy, actually. I would probably go White Mags, doesn't matter what star level, and Heimdall. Fury is useful for just is you know, the synergy, gains a little bit of attack, and is good for the what's it called fight. Invisible Woman fight, but you can use Torch for that. You can use Torch if you have the Resonate Mastery. That helps a lot, but it's doable even without the Resonate Mastery. But yeah, that's what I would do. I would recommend Sim Supreme for easy path over Doom, even with Doom being at rank 3. Some people are saying AA for Invisible Woman. I don't know. Someone else just tried that recently, and they didn't have a good time. They said their AA was pretty much useless for that fight, and they just used Torch. So, take it for what you will. Maybe check out a YouTube video of the fight before deciding. If you just, you know, Abyss, AA versus Abyss, Invisible Woman, see if a video pops up or something like that. Personally, I would rather just go the synergy route myself, to be totally honest. Fury for Invisible Woman was amazing. Oh, yeah, Fury's great for it. And if this person had Fury, I would say, yeah, go Fury. But without it... Hi, Grind Brant. What's up? Matt Kurdock? That doesn't sound right. What's up, Cat? Yes, because Sim Supreme can solo fights. Doom isn't even close. Takes 2 to 3 revives. Doom could definitely solo some of the fights on the easy path. But yeah, I mean it's Tushar. Hopefully I'm not butchering your name too badly here. But Tushar, it's up to you. You got some advice from people in the chat. I don't know which one is better, because on my initial path, I didn't use either of them, I don't think, right? Who did I use? Because I had Sasquatch for my Mystic champion. I don't think I had another Mystic. I had Sasquatch. Sasquatch with Sabretooth, of course. And then I had Void I had Fury. Pretty sure. And then Killmonger, I think. Did I not have Fury then? I might not have Fury. I definitely had Killmonger. I know that much. Corvus. I think Corvus is who I brought. Maybe. God, I don't remember now. It was a while ago. What about Falcon for Invisible Woman? Is Falcon good against Invisible Woman? I've never used Falcon against Invisible. I've only barely ever used a new Falcon to begin with. But I don't remember seeing people use Falcon for that matchup, but I mean maybe. You want debuffs for that fight. I don't know if his ability accuracy thing gets around that mechanic. Actually, no matter what, it's not going to be good because you're not going to have that up 100% of the time, right? So you need debuffs. Technically, any champion can do that fight with like the Resonate Mastery and luck, but you have to get pretty lucky. It'd be a miserable time, I think. Why'd you give generics to Sorceress over iBomb? Just because both champs, since I have like 2 Mystics ranked up, I wonder, now that you mention that though, does the math work out better? How many SIGs in total do I need on my Mystics? I know I'm gonna have to stop feeding generics into my Mystics soon. If not, you know, maybe I already hit that point and just didn't realize it. But the way I was thinking about it is like, you know, I've got 2 champions to SIG up there. Let me see. Let's do some math on this. I'm hoping to pull a champion that needs to be SIG 200. And then just feed the generics there. All right, so 40 plus... Yeah, 40 plus 67. So we've got 107 SIGs needed, which... Yeah. iBomb here needs 128. So... Yeah, I guess the next set of generics will not be going to my Mystics. I guess I'm done. I just didn't realize I was at that point already. Good morning, BG. What's up, Enzo? Saying, have you ever thought of making a history of MCOC video? I have. You have played the game so long and have the video footage to make one with epic milestones and changes in champions. So I have thought about making this video, but I wouldn't be able to do it on my own, actually, because I didn't play this game for the first year. So I mean, I stopped thinking about making that type of video once Kabam posted their 5-year anniversary video. I think it was their 5-year, where they actually did show some of the earlier stages of the game and show how it evolved a little bit. It wasn't like a full-on history of the game, but it showed enough that that kind of you know, I didn't feel the need to anymore. It would still be really cool to make, but it would take a ton of work. Brutal DLX would honestly be the best person to make it, because I would want it to be a really high quality video, and Brutal, his videos, they're always high quality, and he has more screenshots from like the early stages of the game than any player that I know of. What I was gonna do is I was gonna reach out to Kabam and just try to get some you know, like see what they had available, and then kind of similarly like do some interviews. So yeah, like it was their anniversary video was similar to what I was thinking of doing anyway. And so don't give him any ideas. We're still waiting for the autofight video he started in March. Was it March or was it April? I think it was April. But yeah. ABG, should I rank up and awaken Red Goblin or Cole? Need a good Cosmic on my team and don't know who to rank up. Oh, it's actually tough. I don't know. I personally don't consider either of those champs to be at like the top of the Cosmic list. I don't think either champ is at the bottom either though. I think they're solid enough to rank up. I'm not sure, man. I don't have enough experience with Red Goblin to be able to say. I've played Cole enough. And I think Cole is rank worthy, but he does have that issue of block proficiency. I would maybe lean more towards Cole, but again, that might just be a lack of experience with Red Goblin. Just to be totally honest with you. MSD has some good Red Goblin videos if you want to see more of what the champ can do, but I would need some more personal experience with the champ before I could tell you. Red Goblin does not have Cole's damage, no way. But Red Goblin has some decent utility. And you're saying it was March. Hold on. I can tell you when this video... Nope, it was April. The first video, because I have an entire folder of videos that still have the dates on them. April 6th was the first video that I recorded. So, it was early April, but it was April. And that was just the first video I recorded. I wasn't actually working on editing a video at that point. But yeah, it still has been a while. Maybe we're just talking about it in March then. I mean, the idea... It was always technically possible to like auto fight multiple fights. But you would still have to like make manual movements between them. But it was the update that really triggered like the possibility of just being able to do like multiple fights. But yeah, I probably did talk about it in March. You're right. Not like. Not the video itself though, but more just like the idea of, is it possible? Sorry dude, I'm just busting your balls. I know, I get it. I probably did start talking about that because hell, we were talking about it with like my Kingpin rank up. So yeah. I've thought about doing more character backstory videos like the long shot one. Yeah, but it takes so long. I really like making high quality content. It's just hard to do, man. It's really hard to do. If I didn't stream or have to play this game at all in any way, like if that was all I did was focus on videos like the long shot video, that was it. That was everything. Even then, I would only be able to put out one a week at like more than a full-time job worth of hours. Like that video took me 70 hours to make. And I'd be able to streamline the process a little bit. I'd, you know, get better at it, be able to make the video a little bit faster. But I don't think I would ever be able to get the video under like 50 hours. And it would take me many videos to get it down to like taking 50 hours to make. So it's just like high quality videos, they come at the sacrifice of I mean, it's quantity, right? It's quality over quantity type of thing. And honestly, quantity is better. It just is. More people, like, most people don't care. What's a YouTube video? People don't care about the quality. You might really like that video, like a high quality video, but when you think about it, what would you rather watch? Like one high quality video or like 20, 30, 40 videos that just talk about other things in the game? Show off other characters, all these videos that I just never ended up making. But this video is more for me than it is for you guys, the auto fight video. The long shot video is the same thing. I'm just trying to learn and learning's difficult. Like, all right, let me put it in this kind of perspective for you guys. Imagine you're going to school for something, whatever you guys are going to school for. If you did any kind of schooling beyond like the required stuff, like anything post high school where you're actually focused on a particular subject or something like that. I mean, how long did you study that subject before like making something that you thought was cool? A lot of hours go into it, right? So like it's not just putting time into like the actual editing of the video. I wish I could say more, but I don't want to ruin everything. But like I had to study different subjects. I had to learn new things outside of anything that I've done before. So it's like learning that stuff and then trying to get good enough at those things to not make myself look like a complete fool, while also not taking myself so seriously that there are some parts to it where I am going to look like a complete fool, and that's okay. But still. It's just a process, man. That's all it is. It's a learning process. All right, Ross the Boss sent it over to saying, can you check Twitter? I'm in a tough situation. Sure, Ross. Let me see. I need help. Don't know who to choose, and I already have a 5-star Hitmonkey. Oh, this is, dude. Normally when people say they're in a situation, they're not talking about a Nexus crystal. Okay, all right. Let me see here. So you're just sitting on this screen right here, right? All right. Don't know who to choose. I already have 565 Hitmonkey, and that was my first basic cav. Wait. Are you on this screen still? Because how else were you able to get this screenshot? Maybe you took it earlier? Yeah, you must have, because you have less experience in this screen than you do on this screen. Okay. Okay, so who to pick, huh? I would personally go with She-Hulk myself. I think She-Hulk's a great champion. You don't necessarily have to be a god with the champion for her to be useful. You don't have to be MSD. I think her easy access to slow just by throwing a heavy attack, she was by far the easiest option, in my opinion, for the rogue fight in the Summer of Pain, for example. She's been great for not a ton of bosses in Act 6, but she was good for some of the bosses in Act 6. I also have a personal bias, a hatred towards Stealth Spidey. So I'm slightly biased here, but I just also think She-Hulk's a great champion. Does not need to be awakened. Technically, none of these three need to be awakened, really. But yeah, man, I would personally go She-Hulk. I think she's good for the hero variant. I would go She-Hulk. I'm trying to think of other reasons to as to why, but like I don't know, man. I there's for me it would be like a real easy choice just to go She-Hulk, to be honest. But yeah. That's a solid Nexus though, man. Honestly, any of those crystals, even as much as I hate Stealth Spidey, do acknowledge that he has some use, and even like a worst case scenario of for me at least, of picking Stealth Spidey wouldn't be a bad opening. But all right, Simon sending over 100 yen as well, saying the long shot video is still my favorite on your channel. Absolutely love it. Appreciate all the hours that went into it. Thank you, Simon. And I appreciate everyone that's always said nice things about it and everything. And trust me, guys, I wish I could make more videos like that. It's the struggle with YouTube. YouTube is a quantity over quality platform, and some people are able to pull off both a high volume of videos and have them be high quality, but those people are usually teams of people, and you just don't realize it, that there's like several people all working to make that one high quality video that you're watching. And that's the only reason that they're able to, you know, push out a video on a daily basis, or even a weekly basis, man. It's tough to put out a video, one high quality video every week, like I said. And yeah, a lot of people have dedicated editors, dedicated writers. Speed up D. Are you trying to get me again? Speed up D. And over $1. I felt like an airplane just now. Coming in for a landing. And over $1. Maybe that was more of a takeoff. I love you. Speed up, D. Appreciate the love and support as always, dude. I will not be tricked to do it on the full screen. As if it matters. I don't know why I don't want to do it on the screen. I just don't. When my head's all shaking around, you guys might see some boogers up there or something. I don't know. Airplane ASMR with BG. There we go, dude. Now that's YouTube quality. All right. Anyway, I will. I definitely rather watch 1 high quality over 3 mech quality. Yeah, but that's you. And like that's great, but like the whole YouTube landscape. All right, one last thing I'll comment on it before I am gonna head out of here for the night. It's way more satisfying putting out a video you're proud of. Not only that, but like I can't remember who, like the first time I heard this, but I remember someone else saying they try to respect the viewer's time. I think I've heard this from like multiple different creators where, you know, you don't want to put out something that's garbage, because if people are watching your video, like they're spending time watching the video. And like, it's the same thing when I'm watching a video too. I don't want to, you know, when I click on a video, I don't want to watch something that's just complete garbage. I want my time to be respected, so I want to be watching something that's good, but at the same time, like, good enough is what you need. You just need good enough. There needs to be at least some element of quality to it. Which is why I have like a nice camera and the highest quality bald cap money can buy and all that, but still, spending too much time on videos is just no good. Anyway, Wonder Boy White sending over 4 last-minute bucks. Thank you, dude, saying got Thronebreaker. Hey, congrats, man. Thank you lots. Stupid character cap. Well, congrats, dude. Congratulations on the Thronebreaker achievement. Good stuff. All right, on that note, yeah, it's time to head out of here for the night. I will be back. Oh, actually, one last thing about quality content. What I should really do, and this is hard to do, is just put out videos on a regular basis, and then whatever spare time I have left over in that day where like to work on videos, just slowly chip away at a high quality video. But it's really hard, like, mentally to go back and forth, and a lot of you know, that high quality video, if you're only doing that, could take a year to make. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm out for real now though, guys. Before I go, shout out to freaking Jack almost for being tonight's biggest D once again. Jack, thank you so much once again, man. And yeah, I will thank you to everyone else too. I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably day stream. I want to chip away. Speaking of chipping away, I want to chip away at Karina's challenges. So I will probably do another one tomorrow. I'm not even sure which one. Find out tomorrow, I guess. All right. Anyway, good night, guys.